Hey friends, it's Amy. Welcome back. Today I am combining two different challenges, Open Collabs, Trash Trash Tuesday and Junk Journal January. Trash Trash Tuesday is hosted by Just Journaling with Possum, Patty, and today's Tuesday, so it's time for trash time. And I am also still working on Junk Journal January, which is hosted by Meg Journals. And so I'm working on Pocket for today. So we're going to make a trash pocket, right? Well, let's see. And don't worry, I have everyone's information below, so please go check that out. Check out the hashtags and the channels below. So I had this corn chip bag, and it had this little window, so I've been holding on to it, figuring I would use it at some point, and today is the day. I thought it would make a cute little pocket. Originally, I was going to try to make a fabric pocket and put that on here, but I changed it when I was switching over to Trash Trash Tuesday, and yeah, so let's use this, glue that on. And next I have a tag that came with some new boots that I got for walking, and I'm thinking that I can use it for the body of my rubbish fairy. I'm making a trash or rubbish fairy today, and she's going to be in the pocket. So I'm using this piece of cardboard, which came in pajamas. It was like in the back of the shirt to like keep it folded flat in the package. So I held on to it because it's perfect for either putting on backing for something, or in this case, making a head for a little paper doll sort of thing, or trashy doll. And now I'm cutting out some legs, and the arms I'll cut out separately. So I'm sort of measuring, figuring that's pretty good size, and now I'm just cutting out a piece for two little arms. And I think that's going to work. So let's glue the head on. I wasn't sure if I wanted to paint the body and head first, or if I was going to paint them at all. And then I'm wondering, should I attach the arms? But I decided to hold off on that because it'll be a lot easier to put clothes on without those arms. So first I'm going to use this heart doily that I have, and I actually painted it. So I am using that for the first layer of the dress, and then I'm using a cupcake liner for another layer. So I can give her some frills, and I'm wondering if I should wrap it around and glue behind as well, but I don't wind up doing that. And then I decided I would gesso to cover up those words that were on the tag, so that way when I put the dress on, you don't see words through, or you might see a little hint of it, but hopefully not too much. And now I'm just going to glue down my layers. So we've got our doily layer, and then I'm going to have my cupcake layer. And now I'm going to make a shirt out of this little candy wrapper. There was a little peach hard candy in there from Japan. There's no longer the candy in there, but the wrapper is the perfect size for a shirt. And it has a cute little peach on there. So there we go, we've got the shirt. And now let's put another layer on this skirt. And now I'm going to draw a face, which I probably should have waited till the very end to do that part because it did not dry. But I'm so used to using those pens and having them dry when I do watercolor that I wasn't really thinking that that white cardstock paper is a little bit shiny, so it hadn't quite dried yet. So yep, we get a smudge. And I'm like, okay, I'll just sort of blend it in and paint over it later. I won't worry about it too much. I'll just draw the face back after I do a little bit of pink there. I wind up drawing the face a few times though. I kept really wanting to see the face. And now I'm using my Starry Colors, which is a Kuretake set, which is amazing. I love these shimmery metallic colors, the starry colors. They're really pretty. I use them all the time. And my little watercolor set I was just using is the Koi Watercolor Pocket Field Sketchbox by Sakura Color Products Corporation. Just in case you were wondering. I have a large watercolor palette, but it's actually just easier for me to use the Koi one because it's smaller and I can even put it in a little bag if I go out, and it's real easy to have on my desk, especially when my desk gets like loaded with stuff. So back to our rubbish fairy. Let's give her some hair. This was some string that came on some stationery I had received, and it was so cute I held on to it. And then here's a little pomegranate punch. This was a sparkling water from Trader Joe's, and I loved the packaging. It's so pretty. So I wanted to cut out this little pomegranate. I thought it was just adorable, and it would just make the perfect what? Do you know? Perfect hat. Our little rubbish fairy needs a little hat. And I smudged the eye again, but I drew it back on. Don't worry, I'll do it again. Now she needs some wings. So this is a candy wrapper. Again, this was a hard candy from Japan. And I thought it would make perfect wings just because of the way the material is like shiny and you can see through it, but it has a design. So I loved it. I had just this one piece though, so I was really hoping I didn't mess this up because I didn't have any backup. But I just went for it, and I held them in the spot I liked, and I was like, okay, let's glue them quick. Glue them down while I know exactly where I want them to go. Just getting everything into place. There we go. And now let's work on this pocket. This pocket is a little bit boring. So I'm going to glue on this mesh ribbon that I have. I thought it looked like a natural texture, kind of leafy, so I thought it went with the forest fairy. Wait a minute, she's not a forest fairy, she's a rubbish fairy. Yeah, she likes a little foresty things too, right? So I'm gluing that in, and then I'm going to put that aside so that can dry because there's so many holes. There wasn't a whole lot for the glue to grab onto. So I'm just going to put it on as best as I can and then put that off to the side. And I think I'm ready to put these arms on now. I'm just figuring out where I want them to go. I need her to be able to fit in the pocket, so I don't want them sticking out at too much of an angle. But I like them going up in front of the wings. I feel like they sort of support the wings a little bit. They're not actually glued to the wings, but I feel like they give them a little more strength and security. And then I saw this little piece of twine just sitting next to me on the floor, so I grabbed it and gave her a belt. Just making sure that stays on. And now I'm just going to paint her arms and her face, a little touch up. And then I decided that I would get that candy wrapper and use it to make some little sleeves for her arms. Okay, and now back to the pocket. So there's these little sparkly parts that were on that pomegranate punch sparkling water. So I'm trimming those out because they look like magic fairy sparkles. So I'll put those on to decorate. And then I thought, I don't think I really want to see the tortilla chip bag. I like knowing that it's a tortilla chip bag, but I want to make it a little more magical. So our little rubbish fairy, you know, she collected this stuff, but then she does try to do something with it. You know, it's not just a pile of trash. So if she collects this nacho chip bag, then she decorates it. She gets her candy clothes, but, you know, she makes it work. And next I'm using a card I had gotten from Lindy's Gang. They make all kinds of super cool stuff, the magical sprays and all that, the shimmer embossing powders and all kinds of fun things. So I had placed an order and I received this postcard, and I really liked the scales on it. So I'm cutting those out. I thought they would look really nice on the pocket. I wind up not using the purple ones here, but I will use them later. And now I feel like this pocket looks much more magical than it did before. Oh, drawing the face again. And now let's put some stars around the little pocket. Of course, my white gel pen. I always love using this white gel pen. I think I use it on just about every single page I make in my journals, my art journals. I just love it. And here come the starry colors again. I decided I wanted to add a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of shimmer to the pocket. Just kind of sprinkle it on there and then just fill out these corners that didn't have anything on them. Just wanted them to look a little more interesting. And here's that little patch of purple scales I didn't use on the pocket. I decided to make her little shoes out of the scales. And then when I was done with that, I decided I could cut 2 little round buttons and I could put those on her shirt. They're really small though. I should have used some tweezers to hold on to them. And then I just found this other little scrap of the doily sitting next to me on the desk, so I just glued that at the top of the skirt. And now I'm using this Opal Magic paint. This is from Art Alchemy. And this is the teal pink color. So it's a nice shimmery color. It just kind of looks magical. So I'm adding that on just to break up the purple. And now I'm using some acrylic paint and sort of dabbing that on because I felt like the skin color was just like pure white, like just white, no matter how much watercolor I was putting on. So I just wanted to put a little pink on, and I know it looks like a lot right now, but I'll even it out with another color that I had. What was I using? I was using this Ceram Coat acrylic paint. But yeah, I was kind of like, oh, that's a lot of dark pink. Let's see if we can just even that out a little bit. And it's okay if I go over the face because I've already drawn it about 5 times, so what's one more time, right? I decided I wanted to use some of this painty paper and make a little flower to decorate the pocket. I felt like it could just use one more little thing on the net there at the bottom. And what's that? A fruit? What is that? Let's pick it. Oh! It's a fairy! Wait a minute, it's a rubbish fairy. Oh my goodness, look at that. She has got candy wrappers and a cupcake liner and a doily, and wow. So there she is, folks, and I don't have a name for her yet, so if you can think of one, let me know in the comments. But thank you so much for joining me. I had so much fun with this challenge. I hope you have a cozy and creative day, and I will see you again real soon. Take care. Bye-bye now.